Right, good evening everybody, welcome back to VP4TV, and yes, we're back for another match, a one loss side match in this year's VP4 2023 Virtual 10 Ball World Championships, match between the USA and England, OnePocketSlim up against Semipro, race to 13 starting at the top of the hour, so we're about 2 minutes away. I'm going to do one quick tab. What the hell have I done? Have I shut down Discord? I thought I'd shut down Discord there. What's Jose thanking me for? I didn't post a link. Nicker posted the link. Anyway, welcome to Brain Pull Out. Anybody else that's there? Well, the disappointing thing is that the match between Vinces and InterchangeX went ahead. But unfortunately, as far as I can see, nobody caught it to live stream it. And it was yet another final rack decider. I mean, we've had 2 or 3 of those, and I think one that almost went to a final rack decider, but that's another one. So I don't know whether anybody actually caught it. Hang on a minute, what the hell is Semipro sending me PMs for? Hold on a minute. Oh, Slim recorded it, but he didn't stream it. I looked in his channel, I couldn't see it. Oh well. Well, according to Semipro, Slim streamed it. Well, why couldn't I find it on his channel? Hold on a minute. Just give me a second. Steve's bound to be there now if he's going to be here. Let's see if we can get rid of this screensaver. Right, hang on. Right, no sign of Steve. The room's going to be going up, so we're going to get in. And when he is available, I'll see him. Good evening to Jose. Welcome to Mark Bedhead. Anybody else that's there? Yeah, I looked at the channel and I couldn't see the damn thing, because all you do is go to the live tab. And I must have looked straight past it then, because I think the one that I saw was like a few days ago, and I never saw it. Maybe he forgot to change the title or something. I don't know, but I couldn't see it. Well, that's good to know. Then at least I'll get to watch it. My intention wasn't to watch it. Wasn't to find out the bloody score before I watched it. That was my intention. Anyway, the room is up. Let's get in. I'm going to do one more quick tab, hopefully before Slim arrives in the room. Is Slim actually online? Because I haven't seen him either. I've been too busy. Right, one more tab.
Tonight is another one-loss side match. OnePocketSlim is up against Semipro, race to 13. Your commentators are 9Boldicom and Super Admin. Click the like button and subscribe to join in the chat.
Good afternoon, good evening to Steve.
Good evening, Hugh.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't think anybody streamed that match. I looked at both channels and I couldn't find it. The one between Vinces and InterchangeX.
Slim streamed it. It was a great match.
I bet it was another hill.
Oh, it just, went right down to the wire again. We're having more good matches.
Right, this is a bit concerning because I'm sure I couldn't see Slim. Right, I'm looking down. Is he in away mode? He's not online. Oh, there he is. No sooner have I spoken than he's arrived. So they should be in right now. So here we go with the lag.
Yep, here we go.
Slim
So
on
this
the right
should be
hand side.
this should be a good match if Slim comes to play.
Well, now that Semi says that it was recorded, then I'll go and watch it, but I won't watch it now, obviously.
Oh, it was a good match. I wouldn't say either one of them played their best, but it was, you know, another one of those right down to the wire. You gotta love 10 ball. Everybody's gonna learn to love 10 ball. I mean, all you gotta do is watch this tournament to see what a great game it is.
So Slim won the lag, and off we go.
And that's looking dry.
Dry. And
So I think
top corner.
Semipro is going to shoot at this. There's no reason not to.
Well, he's got to go. He's going to obviously go forward, I would assume, and he's just going to have a cut.
He's going to roll forward, shoot the 3 in the pocket, shoot the 4 in the other corner, shoot the 5 in the pocket, the 3 went in. 6, it kind of depends on which side of it he gets. 7 can go in either one. So I mean, this is the table he should run out. And that's good speed there. So you just want to you don't want to get above this. That's the only thing that can really screw you. You know, you don't want to leave a lot of angle, but you don't want to get above it. So he's going to try to draw this back a little bit. And that was a little cautious. He needed to come back a little more.
He might actually, he might duck here.
He can shoot this if he wants, but he's probably going to have to go back and forth if he does.
Well, he's going to have to put a bit of English on this as well, which makes.
Well, he's going to have to hit this.
Yeah, he's got it.
Well done.
How is he in the 5?
Yeah. Well, he's going to stun this over into the 7.
He might miss the 7 here, I think.
No, he's going to stun this in. You don't want to try to hit the edge of the 7 because it'll go behind. You want to hit the 7. Oh, he is going to miss the 7.
Commentator's eye.
Yeah, you're right.
Never
he missed the 7. It was high enough to get by it.
And I think he's good to get up top here above. Oh yeah, he's perfect.
Yeah, this is just natural.
So I got a friend request from somebody who I can't remember who their name was. Somebody I've never seen on VP4, so I deleted that. I don't know whether it's somebody that maybe watches the stream under another name, because I'd never seen the name in the stream.
Sorry, I had to mute myself. I got one of those Mexican coffees, and I just got a little bit of it down the wrong pipe, and it has got a lot of spice in it.
Well, that's the price you pay.
Yeah. So, Semipro does what he is supposed to and runs out.
Yeah, on Slim's break as well. And that's the perils at this stage of the tournament are coming up dry and leaving a shot.
Well, I mean,
but this is what you have to do, though. When you do get that chance, you have to be running tables when your opponent comes up dry. If you've got a decent enough table, you've got to get out.
He's got to play well enough to keep Semipro uncomfortable. I mean, Semipro gets in rhythm, he's just going to blow him away. So he needs to make Semipro think he can lose.
Right, well, he's got a ball. That 6 ball went into the side. No shot, though. I don't think. Hang on. Nope.
I'd probably push this thing up by the 10 ball or maybe even by the 9 ball, depending on whether I wanted to kick at it or do an edge. I wouldn't do what he's doing here. See, he's put it funny. He's going to get this back. I mean, this is no good.
Slim, I don't know. Yeah, he has given it back, hasn't he?
Yeah. Now, you can call this 5. You can play the cue ball off the 1 into the 5. I mean, this is a doable shot, but it's...
You've got to hit this firm, though, for that cue ball to get to the 5.
You have to hit this firm, and you have to hit the 1 ball pretty accurately. This is a pretty hard shot to get right.
Well, he's called to 5 anyway. Yeah, I don't think he's got... You see, he's not got a natural line to get there, but he's got it. And 1's gone in as well, which doesn't really help. The fact that,
well, that's a problem with that kind of shot. You know, anything could happen with a cue ball, even if you get it the way you want to. You really needed to hit that harder. Get more speed on the cue ball. Just because where the 2 was sitting.
Good result for England today in the cricket. Well, he's called it and kicked it in.
And he's making everything. Nice kick shot there. And we've seen Semipro take off early in matches and then just dominate. So Slim's just kind of got to ignore all this, and when he gets his turn, he's got to execute.
Yeah,
because
it really doesn't matter how well Semi-Pro's playing at the moment, because Slim's not had a chance yet. So,
well, it does, because you know this kind of thing can put a lot of pressure on Slim. This is where you just kind of got to be a professional and you know, get up in rhythm, not let it bother you. Wow, that was close. And that's just careless. That's careless. I mean, there's no way he should be hitting that tit. And he's going to get out again. No, I think the danger here for Slim is Semipro. We've seen him just tear players apart when he gets going like this early, because he tends to keep going. You know, Slim has got to run out, because if he doesn't, I think Semipro is just going to keep going the way he is. He'll make a dumb mistake here or there, but I mean, for the most part, we've seen him play really good the whole match before.
Ball in again, no shot to 1.
Yeah. So I'm probably just pushing it right over by the corner. Let him have the cut on the 1 ball. So push it right on the rail by the corner. See, that's a terrible push.
Well, this is...
that's a terrible push. He's going to get locked up. You wanted to leave the 2 and push him over by like the end rail there, right by the corner, where he didn't have such a good safety attempt. This is just too easy.
Are you banking this back up the table and heading over, over right side by the 10 ball?
Well, you could go side to side, but I like up and down better.
He's calling it as a bank, but I think he's playing for cover, really.
Well, it's hard to do that with where the 4 ball is. I think he's got to go all out if he's calling it. There's no 2-way shot here, because the 2 ball is not in a spot you can do that.
Well, he's got a bump in the 10. He's got a cut in the 3, I think.
Yeah. Well, good shot.
The 2, I forgot about the 2.
Yep, good shot. He's
Well, I think
that was just too easy. He needed to put the cue ball right on the rail, just by the corner pocket by the 6. That was the push. It was simple, and you know, then he doesn't have an easy safe. He doesn't have an easy shot.
Yeah, he left the tempter there for Slim, and Slim took it on, and now he's got.
Oh, that was Semipro.
Oh, was
Slim
it Semi?
broke. That's Semi. Yeah.
Oh God, I'm lost already.
Yeah, I mean, learning to play safe, or I'm sorry, learning to push. It's really not that easy. I mean, some of the players are starting to make good pushes now, and you know, you do that. There's nothing wrong with leaving them a full ball and a shot, but you had to make it tougher than putting it up on the rail. One thing is Slim probably wasn't thinking he's going to bank this. And that already is a mistake, especially on the way these tables bank.
Now, does he leave it below the 7, or does he go up table to play the 7 on the side and drop down to the 9?
Oh no, I'd just put this with left spin and come down, you know, fairly straight on the 7. I would have been a little more aggressive speed-wise than that, but that's the general idea. He's just going to draw this back. He's got to control the speed. Ideally, you want to get at least to the second diamond, but no, not to the first diamond. Oh, he went that side of it. I didn't realize he was that straight. Okay, well, that's good.
Well, again, that's in Slim's break, so this could be 4-0 in the next 3 or 4 minutes, depending how the break goes.
Yeah, well, he's got to hope for a brain fart by Semipro, because this has got all the marks of Semipro playing great and blowing away. It's still early in the match. I mean, Slim's just got to
Cue ball,
buck down.
6 balls get in instead.
Got a shot. The table's tough, but he can make this 1 ball and come across and back cut the 2. It's pretty open pocket. The 9 only blocks a very slight part of it. I think he's going to try to run this out. There's no point in playing safe the way these things are sitting right now. Needs to run. You don't want to play too perfect on the position.
I don't think he's got it.
I think he can shoot this. It's close, but I think he
might be banking it again. Yeah,
you're right. He's banking it. Yeah, I mean, see, that's what I'm talking about. I've said this time and time again. You know, there's one side you got to come up with. You could go long and have just the worst cut, but you couldn't be short because of the 4 ball. And that's fortunate. You know, that was a mistake with the cue ball, and he's trying to play perfect, so he's got, this perfect spot. Well, the problem is, an inch away from the perfect spot, you're snookered.
You notice how everybody's ignoring you, Stub? They've seen it all before. Same old, same old.
Haz is here. Hello to Haz.
Now, does that 5 ball go past the 7? The 8?
No,
it doesn't.
It does not.
He's going to have to leave the cut.
Nice little stun over. So.
This is not cut and dried by far.
Yeah, well, this is where you run into the 7. And the 8 ball keeps you from going any place bad, and you're going to shoot the 7 up table up in the corner pocket. You just run into the 7 here. It's very easy to run into the 7. Even if you hit the 8 first, you're okay, but preferable to hit the 7 first.
That'll do it. I mean, it's a bit of a cutback.
That was about the worst he was going to come out.
But
I'd probably shoot this.
The other corner,
yeah. Just draw it and come back.
Good evening to Tam. The news is that I've sent a message to Matt MC Clarkey on Facebook, no response. So he might be out and about. I looked at putting a team in was it last night, I think, and I can put Matt in with Larry and Coldest Pillow for next week. And
so Semipro misses that shot,
and he's got lucky as well.
That's no good.
And Slim's going to be in trouble again.
Well, he was trying to get him on the 9. I mean, it wasn't a terrible attempt, but I see a lot of players in VP miss that shot, and that shot's a little bit of an optical illusion. It's the same thing in real life. You see people miss that shot, but it's if you know the visual on that shot, it's really not that difficult. People tend to overcut that.
I presume
I didn't see how you missed it.
Are you available next week again, Larry? And I mean, this is still nothing's guaranteed until I know what Matt says he can do, whether he can or he can't.
He's thinking of trying to kick this in, and I like that play. That's what I'd be doing here.
Well, that's too soon, I think. Now, how's his luck? Is he getting
but,
it out?
But, that was a possibility, and now Semipro's in trouble because...
Yeah, he can't kick that in.
Well, this is a 4 or 5 railer. So you go into the long rail on the other side of the 8 ball, and then go 3 rails around into the 7. This is basically a 4 rail shot, and he's going to do something crazy here. I think the 4 rails is easier than this.
I was at my dinner when you sent that message, Coldest Pillow, and yes, apparently Slim did a stream of that match. It is on his channel somewhere. I couldn't find it. The match between Vince Says and Interchange X. It's worth a watch. I'll have to watch it tomorrow when I get home.
Yeah, that shot, that 4 railer, you know, when you come off that first rail, the spin's the wrong way. So you have to go into the long rail, maybe about a diamond above the side pocket, because it's going to straighten out, maybe a little past that. I mean, that was definitely very makeable 4 rail kick. It wasn't any gimme, but the shot he shot was, you know, trying to shoot a Mass A with the ball sitting like that, it's pretty tough.
Well, sigh of relief for Slim. He's off the mark and breaking on rack number 5. So if it all goes according to plan, Tam, you had a good week. But I'm putting Coldest Pillow back in. You can at least relax next week if it all goes okay and Matt's there. And if Matt's not there, then I wouldn't be booking a night out next Saturday just in case.
All right, so Slim's got a good table here. All you really have to do is make this. You know, you're going to go back. If you hit the 5 ball, you're okay. If you go by it, you're okay, as long as you hit it with some speed. You could get a bad roll out of this. I mean, the cue ball it's a little hard to control the line of the cue ball here, but
well, Tam plays in the league to get away from the wife, Mark. He told me that.
Yeah, I think it kind of wants to go between he's going to put inside English on this. I'm not sure I like this.
Oh, Tam's probably gone. Anyway, the wife will be watching Dancing with Ice or some crap like that.
Well, if you hit it like that, I like it. That was really sweet.
That was well done. So
yeah, that was really well done.
Now,
so that's a whole rack there, that shot. I mean, now you just run out. I mean, the rest of it's easy. It's just basically connect the dots here. Oh my God.
What the hell was that? I mean, that was him checking the cue ball up to stay in line for the 5 instead of running up the table.
Well, I think the butt of the cue must have been jacked up over the 5. And see, in that situation, you know, where you're jacked up trying to put English on it, it's easier to turn the cue ball, and I think that's what happened. What he should have done is just said, I'm going to hit this with no English, make the 3, and come out and put the cue ball between the 5 and 6 and shoot the 5 in the side pocket.
That's exactly where I thought he was going to go, and then he tries to be fancy.
Well, you know, when you raise the butt with English, it's very difficult in VP. Now, in real life, I can shoot that shot because I'm moving the Q-tip through the ball, so I can take that curve out, or most of it. But in VP, you can't take the curve out, so it's going to really want to move.
Oh, it's too early for Mark, Tam. Well, that's a big swing there, because I had given that rack to Slim there.
Yeah, I mean, he made the tough shot, and then, well, it was a bad choice on how to execute on the 3 to 5.
Yeah, he might regret that. Well, he has regretted it, because he might regret it even more in a minute.
But this is how you learn. You know, after the match, you go back, you watch the tape, you look at this, and it's like, yeah, why didn't I just do the simple thing? Why did I try to put English on it when I'm jacked up? You know.
Well,
I mean, he's probably already said that to himself.
Talking of simple things, 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball in the side, in the gap for the 4 up the top there.
Well, we're seeing Semi-Pro's weakness is crappy break. I don't know. We'll see if he can get this straightened around, but that's been really his biggest weakness, is not being able to get balls in on the break. So
this 5-ball's a little bit awkward.
uh,
It's not a guarantee this coming out of that 4-ball and getting good in a 5.
well, yeah. I mean, I don't think it's really all that bad. You just have to run it the cue ball on a good line. You got to decide whether you're going to play a bump on the 6 or not.
It goes
I
past
don't
the
think
8
there.
in the other
Honestly,
pocket.
I think you can go 2 rails here and come out. And if you have a cut, that's still fine.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. I thought he would try and come down the short side because it does go past the 8. That 5.
Yeah, and that's fine. He's a little funny.
Oh, right now.
This ball, I'm probably jacking up on this and sparing it, but you could go forward with English too. That's what he's going to do. He's going to go forward.
Has he got
Didn't put enough
the
English
English?
on
He
it.
hasn't got
No.
the juice in it at all.
Yeah, that's why I probably would have jacked up and spared it, because that, you were going to have to force that one a little bit going forward.
This is going to be a costly mistake if he doesn't get hit and get lucky here. Oh, he called it as well.
What a shot.
He called it as well. He's going to have to dig another one out, though.
Well, you might want to consider playing safe here.
Yeah, because the 7 doesn't go.
He can get him on the 9. He's going to play the simple safe. Nothing wrong with that. That's
well, it's a good up and down kick in, which he's going to play.
Yeah,
he's got
but
a good line to get there.
These aren't. These are by no means guaranteed. I would, of course, probably play it rail first, but
something
you
like
may choose to go straight at it. Now you want rail first, right in between.
Got to the rail.
So he'll back cut this to the right. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's just natural position on the 8. You don't have to do anything with the cue ball.
I think he's contemplating either way here at the moment.
I don't know. They only want to go to the right because
Yes.
You always want to take the shot where the cue ball goes, where the cue ball wants to go is good.
Hang up. That's hanging
Missed
up.
it. Well. So Slim is not playing the way he needs to play so far. I think part of this is, kind of the level Slim's at right now, where, there's some pressure, and then he's getting funny shots. The shot on the 5, okay, he got funny on it. That shot, he was kind of funny on it. So as a player, when you're kind of nervous and you get these shots that are kind of funny, that's when you have trouble. I think normally he'd handle those shots okay. I think he's just, a little case of the nerves, and then you get those funny situations. And, sometimes when you're playing pool, it just seems like every time you come to the table, it's kind of funny, kind of tricky, and you just got to overcome that. You just got to hit better shots. Because the reality of it is everybody can run out really easy stuff. So then the question is going to be, well, who can handle it when they get funny?
Oh, no joy.
And this is no good. You may have a snooker. Let's see. You see the one? Well, you can see maybe the outside edge of it. He could play safe here. Yeah, he's going to call it. He's going to have to twist this a little. I don't think this will go unless you turn it.
Might end up next to the. It might end up next to the 5. This one ball.
He's going to have to turn it a little more than he's doing. Well, he's going to jump it. Okay.
Well, welcome to Chimpy.
Yeah, I didn't really like that play. I mean, but there's nothing wrong with shooting it, but you need to make it.
You know how you were talking about Slim being left with awkward shots, a bit like this.
But this is where you handle it. I mean, that's what he's got to start doing. Is just it's been that way for him. It's not like Semipro's gotten a lot of rolls. It's just Slim's been awkward a lot.
Good afternoon to Bill.
Hi, Bill.
So,
what's a cloglet? Hi, Chimpy.
As a small Dutchman. So anybody who missed the Vince Says match with Interchange X, it is on Slim's channel. I've yet to find it, but that's where it is.
And did he call the 3? Yes, he's called the 3 ball. And he's got the 3 ball.
And then it goes.
And so, you know, you could play a 2-way shot here if you want. But to do that, you have to put the cue on the rail, you know, behind the 2. He's just going to play the straight safe and not do a good job of it.
Well, Slim should stick him in the 2 here, shouldn't he? If he's brave enough. Or is he going to bank this onto the 7?
Yeah, the bank shot's a little tricky because it's close to the 2. I think he'll try to stick him on the 2. Now, this is a shot that's easier in VP than real life. Yeah, and why do I say that? Because hitting the ball easy like that with spin and getting the line and stuff in real life's a lot harder with that soft a stroke. In VP, you know, it's going to roll straight. So he's going to try to kick this in, and this is a good shot to kick at because you could get safe.
I'll take that.
Something like that. I mean, he didn't hit it very good, but he got safe anyways. Well, he's left an edge, but you got to hit this real good to get safe.
It's bumped to 5. That's what he's trying to get.
He hit it pretty good. He just hit it a little too thick.
Well, I think is Semi going to try and do a stubborn blast this onto the 7?
Yeah, this is a tough shot. He might. This is no easy. Even with the 7 hung in the pocket, this isn't an easy shot.
Yeah, he hasn't called it yet, so he's probably looking at an alternative.
Well, I think you're better off, honestly, banking the 1 back where the cue ball is. I think the bank shot's easier than trying to cut that into the 7. He looks like he's playing safe. I don't like this safety. Well, he hit it great, but I don't like this safety because it's so speed dependent on the 1. And now he's given up the shot on the 7. And this is a fairly easy shot here. Slim plays 1 pocket. He's going to make this bank. He's going to bank the 1 onto the 7 and for a 1 pocket.
Is he going to roll onto the back of the 1 here, I think?
No, he's going to make the 7. That's what he should be doing. I mean, this is for...
He ain't calling it yet.
For a 1 pocket player, this is a...
Well, here we go.
You know, this is a pretty standard shot, 1 pocket, and that's a huge pocket where the 7's sitting. I mean, I expect him to make this.
That link that Semi posted, it's no good to me, because I'm in the internal browser and the link will be gone. But I'll trawl through Slim's channel to find it. So in it goes. Now, how's his luck? He's okay.
Yeah, so he's gonna have to hit this good. Really, I mean, you've got the option of playing the carom on the billiard onto the 6, but that's not gonna be anybody's favorite shot. I mean, I think this is kind of tough, trying to get the line, and let's see what he decides to do. He's gonna pull it hard. That's a pretty good shot. So this is kind of where you were gonna end up with that. I think he's good enough he can shoot the combo. Now, if I had this combo in real life, my knees would be knocking. But I think on VP, this is a lot easier.
I mean,
I'm not particularly good at combos.
I would expect him to get this 9 out
of 10.
Oh yeah,
I can't imagine he's missing this.
And he's got a little angle.
Now, for me, I would just stun this out and try to get straight on the 4 in the corner, just like that. Because you can't mess that up. Trying to play in the side pocket, you can mess it up.
Oh, by the way, Steve, that's meant to say to you, I take it all back. Remember what I said to you about changing the what do you call it, the fit time and all of that stuff? And I said, well, whatever it was. Remember we were talking about changing things for the mouse settings and stuff?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Right, well, my little cheap mouse that I've got, I thought when I come online earlier, I went into a room and I changed the settings. And what I haven't changed is my sensitivity in the mouse. I've done nothing, but I did change. In fact, I'll show you in a minute. But the outcome is that what difference I did know is that I'm stroking the ball. It's as if the outcome is it looks as if I've changed the sensitivity lower.
Spit it out, Hugh. You're confusing me. I can't tell what the hell you're saying.
Right, watch this. Settings, mouse, and right. Nothing's been touched here. That's the way it stays. Right.
Right.
But when in there, I changed the fit time down, and I changed the accumulated.
No, you made the fit time. You made the fit time longer. Right.
Well, all I've noticed is that I'm stroking the cue as if I've lowered the sensitivity. Do you know what I mean? And I haven't changed the sensitivity. Now I'm having to stroke it harder.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's getting more information over a longer time.
Right. I'm going to keep it like that for a little while. It just means I'm going to have to get used to hitting it a little bit harder.
I think I have my fit time at eighth of a second. Porter may be a little long.
Well, that brake was dry from Semipro.
Well, this is a pretty easy safety here.
Well, he's
not playing safe. He's firing away, and that's a good shot. Nice play there. So he'll just dink this. He needs the 2 to hang up. You just got to not hook yourself on the 10. The thing to do really is play to the left side of the 7 and roll the cue ball past the 10. Yeah, he played it pretty straight on. I would have probably been more to the left, but he's fine.
So 4 ball and then get out in the table for the 5-6 combo. He doesn't really need to be that great out in the table for the 5-6 combo because the 6.
I would always go forward here because you don't want to wham this, and that's what he's doing. That's the right way to play that. See how easy that is going forward, because the cue balls, he didn't have to put English on it. The cue ball is going to pick up some English just from the object ball and the rail. So he's just got to decide whether he wants to go below the 9 ball or not here. He decides not to go below the 9 ball.
He's okay.
Which is fine. He's just going to roll this.
Well, he's just got to be a wee bit careful in case the 5 follows this in.
He does have to be careful here. You know, that 8 ball's a blocker. Hit it good.
Yeah. So the mistake was from Slim. He didn't get the safety. Left the edge of that 1 ball.
Well, at this point, the way Slim has been playing, he's lucky to only be down 6-2. I mean, he's just got to handle the funny situations better. And again, I think it's mostly nerves right now, but it's only a race to 13. I mean, that's a pretty long race, but still, you know, I mean, it's...
Uh-oh. Hang on a minute.
Track ball mistake.
Hang on a minute. There we
Track
go.
ball mistake.
Mouse is getting the blame.
Well, but see, this is one of the reasons to use a longer accumulation of fit time, because if you're only pulling information from a very short part of the mouse stroke, then you know, a little regularity is a lot more likely to get you than if you're accumulating more and using a longer fit time, because that if you do have a little like disruption, whether it's lint or whatever, it's going to get smoothed out with the rest of the data in there. You know, when you've only got a little data, if you have a little aberration, then it's not going to be good.
See, the thing is I bet there's a lot of guys actually play with the mouse on whether it be you know, the little desk where the keyboard is, rather than using a mouse mat. And it might get a, you know.
Oh yeah, I use a mat
or something.
I've got a razor mat. It's got two sides. One's a smooth side, and one is a side that's got a little bit of grain on it. Right now, I'm on the smooth side, but the grain side, the idea is that you can be a little bit more precise and positionally. The smooth side, I think it's easier to do something like stroke cue.
Well, mine is a little metal mouse mat. It's like a little sheet of ice.
I'm not sure what he was trying to do there, but that's not a good shot. Now, he can cut this 5 in the side, but I'm not sure he's going to be able to get a good shot on the 6.
You get this around here.
I think he may play safe here. You can roll this cue ball onto the 6 if you're brave enough, but the speed on the 5 is kind of tricky. I don't think you can play this off the 6 ball, so that's no good.
No,
if you're not sure what to do, what you do is you cut this 5 ball in, and then you play safe on the 6, which I think is probably the best choice.
Looking for the cut, I think.
He's going to try to get on it, and that's a little bit lucky there, because I'm not saying there wasn't a path there to get to the 6 ball, but the way he ran into the 8, he could have been hooked by the 8 or the 9 or the 10.
He took the risk, got lucky.
But if he would have hit that 5 ball shot under more control, so the speed was better, then it would have been, more like, okay, well, this isn't a bad shot. The way it was hit, that wasn't a good shot. He just got lucky. So this is a pretty good situation because you can just bump into this 10 ball. So he's just going to stun this into the 10. You kind of got to decide whether you're going to leave the cue ball there and shoot the 9 up table, or you're going to try to pull the cue ball back off the 10.
Well, this is the one that could go funny.
Or he could actually go forward and then play the 9-10 combo. Yeah, he decided to go around that way. He's going to play the 9-10 combo. And that's very good position. That was a hard shot to get positioned like that. I mean, you can't get any better than this. I mean, you'd have to dog it to miss this. Now, the one thing you got to be careful of is, the 10 is spotting up, so you got to make sure that you don't leave the 10 in between the cue and the 9. And he's not going to, but he's leaving the 9 in a bad spot.
I think it might be bad for a cut, but he could still bury Slim if he wants.
He needed to stun that. Oh, no, he's going to shoot this. I would shoot this every time. I'd never play safe here. He's going to shoot this, and he's going to bump the 10. I'm not sure why he's jacking up. I wouldn't jack up on that. I don't understand why he's raising the butt of the cue there. Because the 10 ball would have kind of gone towards the side pocket, and you could probably shoot it in the side or up in the corner.
Well, a couple of mistakes in a row here for Semi-Pro, and Slim's getting himself back in.
Well, he got perfect on the combo, and then I think he was probably thinking about not hooking himself on the 10, but he let the cue ball go and ended up funny. Because you had to know that 9 ball was going to go pretty much sideways off of that combo.
Well, redemption time, or a redemption opportunity here for Semi-Pro in his break.
Well, I mean,
6 ball.
This is the kind of
7. Look at the 7.
Yeah, well, it came out pretty good for the combo. I think he'll shoot the combo. I don't know why he's like shaking his cue around.
Semi-Pro waggle.
I know, he's just getting frustrated, and this is what Slim needs. This is the kind of match Slim needs. Now Semi-Pro's making mistakes. Now he's getting upset because the ball rolls up like that. So what?
Yeah, deal with it.
I mean, it's going to happen on the break. Things could be a lot worse. He could be snookered. I mean, this is Semi-Pro's big battle. He's got to learn to keep his composure. Now he's going to start waving his cue around again. You can't do that. There he goes. I mean, you wonder why, the guy that probably executes on VP better than anybody. I mean, nobody else can do all the drills and the 147s. Why isn't he winning these world championships? It's because of that. He just gets frustrated and does himself in.
I mean, he's not gotten to real, but the idea was right. He was trying to tie up the 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So.
side deal was right, but you know he's very frustrated now, and that's
Welcome to
he's
Bedhead.
gonna try to put him on the 4. Needs to get some legs.
Needs to bounce. Well,
So
you know,
this
chipping the one's going to open up the gap, isn't it?
Yeah, but this is fairly easy. You get past the 9, you got the Great Wall of China.
Yeah, he has.
I mean, you're going to get for sure a safe there. You just had to get the ball up table. You know, those are the shots that, you know, players got to recognize. That's a super easy safety. It's just like, man, as long as I get the ball up table, you know, I'm going to be safe.
Oh, this is a tightish line to my eyes.
Yeah, he's got to hit this with some right English.
And how's the roll of the ball?
Yeah, not
it's
great.
Going to spin behind the 10.
Oh, it's great
spinning
now.
behind the 10.
How about that?
It still had a little bit of spin on it.
So yeah, that's a pretty good roll there, because this is no gimme. He's going to kick it at 1 rail, and I think with this kick you want to put some English on it, and give yourself a little more room with the 9 ball, and that's well done. And in she goes.
Well, there we go. So here's the.
So remember how Slim was getting funny, and
and
now Semipros he's getting bad rolls, and he just got 2 bad rolls in a row. Slim got the hook on him, and then he made a nice hit, and then he scratched. So if you're semi-pro, the challenge here is just to keep your composure and not be frustrated.
Well, you're just starting the match again at 5-0, aren't you? If this Slim does get this done,
well,
he's going to go inside this, isn't he?
The bottom line is pool is hard enough without distracting yourself by getting frustrated.
He's checking it the other way.
I mean, pool's a hard game. Stuff's going to go wrong. You got to keep your composure.
Well, it's not. See, at the end of the day, it's not how well you know, to win a match. It's not how well you run out easy tables. It's how well you deal with situations that crop up. And
yeah, there's going to be some adversity.
You know, you're not going to get everything going your way. You're going to get a bad roll. The other guy's going to get lucky. You just got to let it wash over you and carry on.
Yeah, Tam, I don't think he's gone goofy yet, but he's definitely hurting himself by letting things get to him.
Yeah, he's gone gaga, but not goofy. So, well, Slim's got to where he wanted to be. He wanted to get back in it, and he needed that little bit of assistance. He's had that. And now he has to then change the match in his direction. And he can be the architect in that.
Yeah, 5 apiece. Well, I've never heard it described that way, but yeah, I mean, the cool thing about using English and letting the ball move, especially more naturally, is you can play a real flowing game.
Well,
and it does look luxurious when it flows.
The 1 ball's come into play, 1 ball's there, 3 balls there.
Oh yeah,
5 balls wide open. So
this is you got to run out.
This is a 6-ball rack, so if he can get in the 6 ball, he's out. Now this again is not a definite.
Well, going to get I would just stop it right here, because you want that angle so you can come 3 rails back to the 6. See, this is a mistake already. See, that's just the wrong play. Now, he's going to have to do the bailout, but it was very simple to go 3 rails if he just stop shot on the 3 ball.
Just straight forward and back down the
yeah, but he's lucky that wasn't hooked on the 9 ball. I mean, he could have hooked himself there.
Well, he's got himself reasonably good. You just dink this in and let the cue ball roll out. You're good. You're good in the 8.
Part of pool is just accepting what the table is going to give you. And what the table was giving him there was stop shot on the 3, go 3 rails off the 5. You know, you don't want to start forcing things if you don't have to.
Welcome to Robbie.
Hello to Robbie. So he's going to get away with it, but those are the kind of things that can cost you matches.
We've got 14 on YouTube at the moment. Don't know how many's on Twitch. There'll certainly be none on my VP4TV Facebook channel, or Kit, probably. Mind you, Jose was in earlier. He's usually in Kit. So Slim finds himself in the lead.
Semi-Pro's got a ball down. Let's see what he's going to do here. There should be some kind of safety.
Well, he doesn't want to try and lock him up behind the 8 and stick that one down over there, because Slim will go for the kick in.
This is a little funny. We'll see what he's going to do. He's going to try to play it off the 7, which I don't really like this shot. I might push out here just because the safety is difficult here, and there's no real shot. I might push to a different spot.
Yeah, what perfect.
But, you know, he was aggressive. He made it, so kudos to him. I mean, that's the thing is, I didn't like the shot, but if you're making it, then obviously it's a good shot for you. Well, that's not always true, but, you know,
well, he
does hit that shot well.
He's motivated to make things happen. He's wanting to make things happen and be aggressive.
But the problem is, the problem he's got is that he should have been this kind of motivated when he was up 4-0 or whatever it was.
Well,
you know, you can't start slacking off.
This ain't good. I mean, is he banking this?
No, he's going to bank this, yeah. Oh, he didn't bank it.
Oh, that's very
good shot.
Good.
Slow down, cue ball. Slow down. He's okay. So this is very natural. This is just a spinner. You put right English on this and just you hit it easy and spin it. Now he's going with top. I don't like the top. I would just hit this center ball right English. And the reason I don't like the top is it's harder to control the speed.
Well, this is just a little bit. This is just one of them. He
should be okay.
Ones.
You just got to get the line right here. You want to come into the. Well, he'd probably stay above the side pocket. He's going to shoot a kill shot. No, he threw a back pass. See, I would have done that differently. This is because he's played like a lot of snooker and pub pool. I would have used just English on that shot. He actually put draw on it.
So it looks very likely we're going to be right back on par. Semipro squaring the match and Slim breaking next rack. Because Slim, I think, won the lag and broke off. I think.
Well, Semipro could have made this a short match. Now he's got a guy that thinks he can win. You know, Semipro let Slim off the hook and let him think he can win, and Slim may just do that. And it's looking not so good here. Well, it's a dry break, but it's a tough table.
Yeah, again, is there any great value in potting the 1, considering where the 2 is?
Well, you may want to play safe with the 2. You know, I mean, the safety on the 1 is kind of tricky. I think he's going to pot this and then maybe play safe on the 2.
Oh, you've got to see the 2 first, though, hasn't he?
Well, this isn't a hard safe. You kick into the back of this and send it up table and use the 7-10. You should call it, though, just in case. Yeah, see, it wasn't a hard safety from there. I don't know that he planned to have to kick at it, but it wasn't a hard safety from there.
Well, the kick's not difficult for Slim. He's calling.
Well, it's harder than you think. He's got to masse this a little. He doesn't have a very good angle at this.
wee bit of spin. He'll get the hit, definitely.
Yeah, he'll get the hit, but it's a little bit uncontrolled. Now that's a pretty good job to hit it solid like that, and he hit it at the right speed.
Oh, this is going to get ugly. Guess where you're going to be playing from next, Slim? Right in behind that 5 and 3.
Yeah, and if he can move the 5-3, which he does, so that's what he wanted to do, but he left the shot.
Hang on a minute. Yeah.
He would have been better off probably hitting that 2 harder. He wanted to bump the 3 and get it out of there, but you didn't want to do this.
Now, I don't know whether you can get to that 3.
Oh, you can. Well,
To actually pot it.
I think he can, but you can always play safe. Well, this is not where you want to have to do anything from. I'm playing safe every time from here. You just bank this past the 7-10. Oh, he's trying to make it? Oh, he's trying to go behind the 5. Wow. Now that's a shot you wouldn't shoot in real life. That's a VP shot, and that's a very difficult shot in real life.
How's he going about this? The line is there to at least, you know, he's got to watch that.
He needs to hit. He needs to hit right before the side pocket.
Yeah,
he needs to hit the rail right before the side pocket, and he can make this 3. Well, need to be a little further up than that.
Oh, here we go again. Semi's going to be in trouble again.
And he's gonna he could be pinned on the 7 here. Nope, he hit it too easy.
He left that way shot. That should have been on top of the 7.
And he's going to have another go. This one's a little trickier than the last one. This is tricky here. He comes up on the short side of it again. I guess that would be the long side if you're talking about how the cue ball's coming in the rail. So he could shoot at this.
4 balls hidden away.
He can shoot at this if he wants, and he's got. Well, the cut to the right's probably a little simpler with a cue ball. You just got to avoid hooking yourself with a 9. I think it'll slide by the 9. I'd shoot at this. I think they're not any kind of really gimme safe here. And shooting at it, you might get you got as good a chance of getting safe as anything. Yeah, so he's playing safe, and I don't like that. I would have shot at that 3 ball because see the kind of hit off the end rail and came up. Well, if you shoot at the 3 ball, you might miss it that way. Maybe a little closer to the pocket, maybe you get safe.
Oh, shoot. Tables have been turned here.
So he plays the simple safe, make sure he gets it. Well, the things are kind of opened up, so whoever gets a shot is probably going to win this game.
Now the scratch is on here into this bottom right hand corner, and he's hit it top side, but he's scratched the other side.
Well, that was commentator eye.
The scratch was on if he'd hit the back end of that 3, but he hit the top end and skimmed across into the other side.
So, see what he's doing here? This is the right play. Anybody watching this have ball in hand here, guys trying to back it up and get the gap, what he just did, that is absolutely the right play, because you can't screw that up. Players watch and pay attention to that kind of stuff, because that's the way to shoot that shot. You can't possibly screw it up.
So it looks fairly straightforward.
Yeah, I don't like being straight here. I would have left angle and gone up to the top end rail, but he's still okay. I'd rather let the cue ball run than have to draw it like that.
So this is the one that has to be right. And again, it looks simple enough.
He's going forward here, which I don't like because he's short sided. Okay, he's just going to come up there. That's fine.
Good evening to Cobra.
That's a good shot. So he'll probably just shoot the 10 in the side. Cobra's here. Hi, Cobra. Semi-Pro's going to go back in the lead, and Semi-Pro's breaking. Let's see if he can come up with a good break. He has been making some balls on the break today. Well, I don't know what his percentage is.
He's cutting this slightly. And no joy. And the cut's on for the one in the side. 2 ball isn't going anywhere up there.
I might bring this into the 8 and try to split that up, because if the cue ball comes over like it is there, you got the billiard on the 6. So if you don't like how thin you have to hit the 2, you can always come off the rail into the 2. But I think this is in a spot where he can just thin the 2 and make the 6. That was a good shot. That was the right shot. Try to split those things up and get a shot on this billiard.
Well, he should be calling it. Yes, he is.
And it's pretty hard not to have a shot on the 2 ball here. You know, he's just going to roll this. He hit that a little hard, but he's still okay. So he'll just stun this cue ball into the 10.
Yeah, use the 10 ball. Use the 10 ball as a rail.
But you just really want to just stop it there. And that's perfect. No. So he can run down here, and you got to play for the combo. You don't want to play on the short side. I mean, you could play on the short side. You know, the 7 protects you from going in, but I would just play the combo.
Watch that 8.
That's good.
Now this is.
So he needs to play this 4 in the side pocket or in the corner. He doesn't have enough angle to get the cue ball out, so you need to hit this 4 and let it go towards the side pocket. Oh, he was able to hold it there. Well, very good. I didn't think he could hold it there, but I guess with these big pockets you could.
I was expecting that to head down towards the 5. But anyway.
Well, he was able to get into it full enough. I mean, the pocket cheek's pretty wide there. That was a good shot to hold it. I mean, it's certainly a lot simpler. You know, letting the 4 ball go towards the side pocket or down towards the corner, you know, it's a lot less controlled. Well, so this is a good job by Slim. This is a nice out because you know, that table was not a gimme automatic table.
Right, come on guys, where do we think this is heading? Bearing in mind that the last 4 out of the last 5 I think have been like almost hill. The matches we've watched.
Yeah, I think part of the reason why this is happening is because it's 10 ball, but I think another reason why it's happening is I think guys are getting better. Mm-hmm. Especially guys, you know, like Slim and Larry and Bill, and you know, these guys that, you know, are good players that haven't been able to, you know, get there in these world championships. I think guys are getting better. And
he's okay. I thought that too was going to bump him dead behind the 9. Yeah.
We got a lot more parity in play now. So you kind of just got to watch out for the side pocket here. I think it's pretty natural to go between the 9 ball and the side pocket and just kind of scoot down there. Why is he banking this? Okay, so I'm completely lost. Maybe he's trying to play safe.
What pocket did he call there?
I think he called the bank. I would just cut this in the corner and come down between the 9 and the side pocket. He's playing a 2-way shot here, but I don't like this play.
No, he ain't blocked.
I just don't get that.
Cobra
I
says
just
some are getting worse.
I just don't get that. Well, you know, Cobra, everybody has bad games, you know, but if you can win when you're not playing well, there's something to be said for that. Yeah, that shot by Slim, that I didn't get that shot at all.
I'm surprised you didn't go for the pot.
I mean, you guys watching, are you thinking the same thing I am? Why is he banking this one ball?
Well, I didn't know where he was. I didn't know where he was calling it.
Well,
To be honest
he
with you.
called it. I'm thinking, what the heck is he banking this thing for?
And again, he should have been able to see that if he doesn't get the bank right, he's going to hit something and hold the one ball up like he did.
These guys aren't talking to me. I guess
Well,
there's just no opinion on that.
That's gone funny.
That was no good. Now here we go with the twirling the cue around.
Yeah, he was obviously trying to play safe, but with the balls that were up there that ball could run into.
Well, he's going to chip this and come back down. He's going to leave a bank potentially, but you know, it's not going to be easy one if he gets this right. You want to chip the edge of this. I don't know what he's doing. Oh, he's playing this shot.
My voice is low, is it?
Well, I don't really like that shot. Semipro could bank this 5 if he wants. I might take a whack at this. I mean, he's going to try to play this thin safety, which, you know, he's going to leave something with this. Well, not hitting it that good. He's not. That was a nice shot there. He barely got that 5. Very nice shot. So Semipro's do-nothing shot doesn't gain him anything, and now he's got a tougher shot.
Well, I'll see this shot, and I'm going to tab out to see what it's set at. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, this is ugly here. Semipro's in trouble. This is not what you want to be looking at. This is not what you want to be looking at all. And that time, he almost had to do that because he was in real trouble there. So this is where you can put him where he's just got a very tough bank. Oh, he missed the ball, I think.
You know, nothing's changed.
Well, but Semipro has ball in hand, and I think from here you can do a lot with ball in hand because what you can do is you can put him behind the 10. You just thin this 5 and run it towards the 8. Try to get him on the 10 ball. But you have to put the cue ball on the rail to do that. Is he
playing the double kiss? He's playing the double kiss back up the table, I think.
Yeah, well, this is a VP shot. You wouldn't in real life. I'd put this cue ball on, next to the rail and just thin the 5. So I don't think he's left a bank. It's close. Let's see here. It's very close. You might be able to make this bank, but very close and might aren't good words when you're in a tight match like this.
Well,
that was tough. I mean, the shot he was trying to shoot he was going to have to hit that so thin. But, you know, I mean, it was a tough situation. He might have been better off doing a semi-pro shot, rolling up on the ball there. Usually rolling up on balls doesn't work that great against good players. It tends to work really good against players that don't know what to do there. So I expect semi-pro is going to be out here. No, this is not very good. What the heck is that? Now, what he should have done is gone to the rail on the other side of the side pocket with left English and come across and shot the 7 in the pocket by the 8. I don't know why he played it that way. And that just wasn't the right shot. You know why I like Interchange X? Because he wouldn't do a shot like that. He played the right shot. I mean, he does stuff wrong, but he tends to make really good choices. He moves the cue ball more like a player would in real life, not like a VP player, but more like somebody that's playing in real life.
Well, Semi-Pro is going to be in the lead here. I'm going to tab out again for a second just to have a look at this. Hold on. Let me have a look at myself here and see what.
Okay, so Semi-Pro's break too. He's up one and he's breaking. So if he can break and run out here,
Just
first
bear
thing
with
for
us
him
a
is
minute.
make a ball.
Bear with us a second, guys.
And the break's out and it looks dry. So Semi-Pro dry, but he got lucky. There's no shot on the one. So I might actually kick at this ball instead of pushing. That's a terrible push. So you just can't push to this. I mean, anybody can get safe here. It's just too easy. I'm just not quite sure. I don't like that play. I think he could have played a better safe, but you know, he is safe. So, I mean, I don't see how Slim can push to that and expect not to get hooked.
Right, I've adjusted my volume in Discord. I don't know whether that makes any difference.
Actually, that is even though that I thought was a cheap way out, that's a pretty good safe. I mean, this is a little tricky hitting this one ball. I'm going to take back my words. That was pretty darn good. Just kind of where the other balls are laying, it's very difficult to get to it. Not sure what he was trying to do there, but
well, I'm looking
if,
at the
if
line.
you're gonna try to hold that ball up, you got to hit that with draw and left English, and not hit it too hard so the draw has a chance to curve the cue ball around. That's actually a very common shot that comes up a lot in these games at kicking. But that's one worth practicing. You're using some English to hold it, but also some draw. And you don't want to slam it, because if you slam it, the cue ball doesn't have a chance to curve.
Well, there's a little problem for Semi-Pro here from the 5 to the 6, but he's got loads of room on the left side where if he wants to leave himself
the 6
goes. He can cut that.
Yeah, I mean, the 6 goes, it's going to rub off the 9, and you can shoot the 7 in the side or up in the corner. I mean, I think, you know, now I would draw this back, 4 ball back a little. I'd like to draw back about 6 inches and leave some angle on the 5. And he's got an angle. I would like a little more angle than this. This just makes it a little harder to get the speed right when you're this straight in.
Uh-oh.
See that?
Well,
that's all caused by having too little angle on the 5 ball where he's got to slam it. If he would have pulled back a little more, then he would have been able to hit that at a nice speed. So he's going to have to play safe here, I think. I wouldn't shoot this.
He's obviously going to be taking the 9 ball as well here.
When he's shooting this, and I think this is a mistake.
He's trying to drop over for the 7.
That's just it was a super easy safety. He had he could have banked and left the 10-7 as blocking.
Well,
why shoot that crazy shot? Because even if he made it, there's no guarantee he's coming up with a shot on the 7.
Slim's checking this up for the 7 on the side.
But, you know, I think this is typical Semi-Pro. He's trying to figure out a way to lose this match because, you know, he wants to get it all done at once or something. I don't know what the idea was there.
You know, it was always going to be the issue getting from that 5 to the 6. Now, I don't see what was wrong with leaving the cue ball there, somewhere over here for the cut in the 6 and trying to get.
Well, but the reason
why
he
ended up going the wrong angle.
The reason why he didn't get there is he got the wrong angle on the 5. Okay, but he still got to a place where he could have played safe on the 6. Instead, he shoots some crazy shot. Watch out.
Oh, he's fine.
He's okay. I mean,
big
okay, so
again.
He made a mistake with the cue ball on the 5, but it wasn't fatal until he shot that crazy stub shot on the 6.
So it should have been, I mean, it was a great opportunity to get to 9-7. Slim's still in touch. And we're back to square one again.
Yeah, I mean, Semi-Pro is self-sabotaging himself here. This is just...
Slim breaking for the lead again. That's what it is. Back to the start. So this is deja vu the second time.
He's just got to change the way he thinks, because he's way too good a player to be doing the kind of stuff he's doing.
Oh, that 3 ball's just going to bump the 8 and everything's blocked. Slim
Well,
dry. Oh no, did he get a ball? He got the 6.
He may play this combo. He's probably going to play safe. The safety's so easy. I think he's going to do the safety. He's going to leave the gap.
He got there.
He didn't quite hit it hard enough.
He's left a bank if he fancies it.
Yeah, I would shoot this every time, because you can hold the cue ball there. You just put top on the cue ball and it sticks right there to the rail, and then shoot the 2.
To me.
You don't want to roll this. You want to hit this with a little speed.
You could hit this bad and it goes in off the 10.
Yeah, actually you could roll this. I think it'll hold up.
Oh,
it did enough.
Just got the point and went in. Now he's a wee bit awkward.
Yeah, but all he has to do is make this. It's automatic getting on the 3, I think.
So, next problem is getting good on the 5. Now obviously to get good on the 5 it would be getting in behind it between the 9 and 5, or getting the bottom end of it here for the 5-9 combo. Now
well, that just wasn't good. That just wasn't good speed. I probably would have played the 4 on the side, because you get to up above the line a little and then you can go past the 8 off the 2 rails around to the 5. It's very natural. I mean, he's trying to get in a spot where he can stun it over, and the problem with doing that is that it's a very small spot where you're good. You're better off doing something where you've got a big area.
Rabbi says, by the way, Steve, when I use the 0 for the top-down view or the overhead view, the top. Now let me read that again so I can understand it. By the way, when I use it for the top-down view, the caption line covers the top left diamonds points on the rail. It makes it hard to properly see. Well, that's to do with the size of your HUD, is it not? I mean, that's the overhead view.
The bottom line? Well,
you see, my HUD.
I mean, a lot of that has to do with the resolution you're running at stuff. Yeah. I mean, but I would turn the bottom line of the HUD off anyways.
Yeah, again, my HUD is not the default size. I think my HUD is -1 or something like that.
The thing is that the bottom line, you know, anybody that plays VP a lot, they don't need the bottom line really. You know, because that crap is just, you know, mode and mouse, and you don't really need that.
Yeah, I've never even bothered to switch it off. I probably should. But no, I think you've got to obviously make sure your resolution's the same as your desktop. That's the first thing you need to do, because then your balls aren't out of shape if you're getting in daft like that happening as well. But change the size of your HUD and see how it goes.
Let's see. Where is the option to turn that off? Maybe there is no option to turn that off. Yeah, maybe you can't do that.
You've got minimum HUD. Hang on, you've got
minimum HUD.
What's it? Miscellaneous.
I'm not sure there's any easy way to get rid of that. Maybe we need another option there.
Hold on. Full HUD, no picture. Well, you don't want that. Top HUD, right? Then say OK to that. Right, that gets rid of that and leaves the clock. So it's top HUD only. That's the setting you choose.
Okay, and it left the picture. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That is the setting is there. Okay, good.
So it leaves just the shot clock, and you get rid of all the other sort of noob stuff at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, it'll leave the shot clock, which you do need.
This is good.
This is very good.
Oh no, hang on. I thought he was going to get a nice little bump there. I thought that was a nice little bump, but it just squirted round the corner and come straight out.
Well, it's a good idea, but he hasn't given up the table yet, because the 7 ball's in a tough spot. So, you know, you either got to play safe next shot or play to bank the 7, because it doesn't go directly. He looks like he's going to play for the bank.
I'm not quite sure what he's played for here, to be honest with you. I think he was trying to get in
he's
between
going to
the 9
bank
and
it.
7.
No, he's going to bank it. He came up a touch short, but you know, still, this is a bank shot that I think he'll make. you're going to want to put a little bit of English on this just to assist it, and you want to get the cue ball coming up above the 8, so you need a touch of spin.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
And he
Where's the
hit
cue
that
ball
awful
going?
hard. He hit
It's
that very hard. He's yeah. Yeah, he just kind of hit that hard, but he's okay.
So just let this run around and out.
So now Semi-Pro's down by 1. Slim is getting it done.
Well, Slim's got the advantage. Semi's under that little pressure to get the break going and stay in touch.
Honestly, I think a lot of these bad decisions for both players are just coming out of either pressure or frustration, or I mean, because I'm seeing guys not think clearly, which can happen in matches. You got to keep your composure about you so that you can make good decisions.
Well, some players have got more than one voice going on in their head. I think Stubbs got. Oh, hang on a minute. Well, there's a big mistake.
Yeah, but see, the one advantage of playing like Stubb is there's not a whole lot of decision. He's just going to blast, and he's not going to think a lot. So your mind's not cluttered. It's just there's some advantages to playing like that. It's more difficult to learn to be tactical and play the right way.
Yeah, Stubb plays with a free mind.
I will say this: if you're having to think a lot, it's difficult. Pool players that have played a ton of pool, they kind of just see it and recognize the situation, and they know what to do.
It's an autopilot thing, that, isn't it? It really is an autopilot thing. What's happening here, though?
Well, he's getting away with it. When you see a pro, you'll see him every once in a while stop and look at the table and try to figure out what to do. But that's kind of more of the exception.
He's dead straight.
And I'm sure it's the same way with snooker players. I'm sure they don't have to stop and think a lot most of the time. Well, look at this. A little too close to the work, maybe? He's still okay. I'm going to think this. I think he's probably going to have to come off the side rail. He could play below the 9 ball if he wants to. He could draw this down. I kind of like that play, is playing below the 9 ball.
I don't see a problem here. Just a little dinky stunning and get right across and open up past the 9. And that's fine.
And that's perfect.
So, an hour and 20 minutes so far. He doesn't. He's straightish, but he's fine because he can just draw back off that. That's just a bit too straight. I mean, he's just going to dink through for the short side. Needs to get there, and he's got there, and he's got the lead again. This time, though, by 2. And so now the pressure's on. Now it changes the game.
Oh, I think Semi-Pro's been feeling pressure for a long time here.
Well, this is also the sign of good champions. So it's a test of a champion that you can deal with adversity. Look at how Cobra hanging there the other night there. On that final rack. You've got to have the nerve to get the job done.
Cobra mainly struggled with his execution. He didn't make tons of bad decisions. I mean, there was a few. Semi-Pro really hasn't executed that poorly. It's just the decision making.
I have not got a clue. I was going to ask one of you guys that, because I noticed they typed foul a long while ago, and I don't know what it was about. I thought somebody would query that, but Potman's only took like 10 minutes to ask. I don't know what it was, Potman. I'm sorry, I couldn't tell you.
That was a very, very poor safety. He's going to be pinned on the 2 here. The shot here is roll the ball with some right English, cut the 1 a little, and then let the cue ball roll right back up on the 2. Now this is a shot. He's shooting this. No, he's playing it side to side. I don't like this at all.
How's he left it?
he had a shot where he could have just locked him on the 2-ball, and yeah, that was wrong. And my guess is he doesn't know that safety.
Well, this is tricky because this 1-ball's just coming back across the table with this line because he can't get enough of the 1-ball. See, it's going to be held up by the 3, and he's hoping the 3's stopping it getting to a hole, and it's not.
Yeah, he's left it.
It does go.
So this is a little tricky. The smart play is to bring this above the 6-ball.
Needs
Just
a
give
good
yourself more cut. He's going forward with this. And I didn't like the forward. He could have just come across, above the 6. And
Slim's starting to get the rolls. That doesn't help your situation when you're 10-8 down. Slim's got a roll there.
You watch a guy shoot the wrong shot, get a roll, and then, as the player, semi-pro's just sitting there, he's probably getting even more frustrated.
Just that little shot there, he had the draw, but a little bottom right-hand English just pushes it out into line.
Yeah, I don't see where he's going to mess this up. I mean, you can shoot a 7-9 combo or shoot the 7 in the other corner.
Well, it will matter how he gets on this 6, though, what shape he is on it.
Yep, that's going to determine what he does. If he doesn't have angle back, he's going to, the way he is now, he's going to shoot the combo.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, he'll never miss this. I'll even pot that 9-ball with a combo.
I'm about 50-50 on that.
You've got to talk a good game, Steve. See, I talk a great game. I play shit, but I talk great.
No, he should just roll this. Yeah, there we go. He had the Q-tip down for a second. I've always believed in the more people that talk about you like you can't play, the more money you're going to make.
Well, this is obvious here. Just let the cue ball roll out. You've got nothing to do than pot the 8. The cue ball takes care of itself. You don't need to try and be fancy. Just let it run out. Played the little stunt. So this is what I like to see, where if Slim is looking for a title, Semi-Pro's won a title, and now he's in a situation where it's dire straits. How's he going to get out of this hole? How's he going to deal with it? And rather, how's he going to deal with the situation now? Because he's no shot. 6-ball has gone.
He's going to have to push, and this is a tough one. Here we go with the flipping the cue around. He's going to have to push, and there's not great places to push to because there's too many safety opportunities. I think he probably needs to push to a kick or push down table to an edge because he decides to kick at it, which wasn't a bad decision. He didn't come out good. I mean, that was a tough spot. So I'm putting him on the 10-ball here. It'll probably come up short of it, but I'm just hitting this and letting the 1-ball go straight up table. I'm not sure what he's doing here. I don't like that play. He's doing a lot of these side-to-side shots. And here's a problem with that shot. You're rolling across the line for the balls that are going to snooker. If he did what I said and went forward, he's rolling at the 10-ball.
No, he's not taking it. But the bank was on there.
It's just like when you're playing position. You want to roll down the line of your position, not across it, because it's just easier to get the speed. You got to think the same way about playing safe.
No, I think he's got to put a tad of right on this, which he's doing.
Hit it good.
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
He's got it.
Well,
and he's got no joy.
Not
Maybe
quite
he
so
does.
beautiful.
No, the bank doesn't go. It's blocked, so he's calling safety. I'm not sure why he's calling safety, but he's calling safety. You don't need to call it. I think he's going to try to stun this back down behind the 10. I mean, he can go back and forth with the 2.
Is he trying to send it down to the 4 off the 2
Yeah.
rails? Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing.
And I need to watch the pace. It needs to hit something.
Hit it too hard. Hit it too hard.
Well,
he didn't get it behind the 10, and he hit it too hard and let the 2 come out. So I mean, the idea was good.
This is a chance. So you got to just, well, either roll it in or stun it in. He's playing the right shot. He's playing the stun.
Yeah, he's straight. Just, you don't particularly want to be straight. But it's okay. He's in a position where you can just roll it, which is what you want. It's a bit straight again. Good speed on that. Yeah, Semipro makes it look so easy, and then until he doesn't.
Well, this is on Semi's own break, so Slim has an opportunity to, again, resolve it, get to the hill.
He's back within 2 now. Semipro really needs a dry break. I will tell you this, it's frustrating being Semipro. I mean, I went through a stage in my life where I just could not get it done when I was playing in tournaments. I knew I played good enough to win these tournaments and beat a lot of these guys, and I just couldn't get it done. And that was a period of a couple of years. I mean, and it's brutal being like that. You're just thinking, man, what is wrong with me?
Well, he's played into a very tight spot there to get on the 2. Slim came up dry.
Well, this is a little tricky. He's
overdone it.
Well, I mean, he played a nice shot. He just missed the ball. That was the right shot, but beautiful speed. He just missed the ball.
Well, Slim going to try and nip this in.
I think he probably will. There's not, he could play off the right side of this, but it's not really sitting good for it. I'd shoot.
Oh, look at this. Oh, the big waggle will come next. Watch this.
No, I mean, this is a pretty easy kick. And it's the kind of kick that you can get position on the 3 on. You could get hooked on the 8. I don't think the 4 can get you. You don't want to hit this terribly hard. Uh-oh. Well, maybe the 4 is going to get you. Yeah. Well, he needed to hit the rail first.
Yeah. He actually hit it too good.
Well, he didn't hit it good enough. You need to come off the rail first. Well, that's pretty fortunate there. He might jump this one. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's going to take a whack at the jump shot. I think he'll come up with a shot if he makes this 3.
I don't know how he's trying to Massey.
Oh, well, that's a whole nother story.
So that's a missed call. And he's
well, now you got to decide whether you're giving it back or whether you're playing safe here. This is a little tricky.
Well, again, this is a kick in if he wants it up past the 4.
Yeah, this is a little tricky. I'd probably give this back myself. If I was going to take it, if I was going to take it, I'd play it long rail or short rail, off the short rail into the 3 and take the cue ball up table.
Well, he's calling it in the side, but I can't quite work out why.
I'm not sure either. Oh, he's going 3 rails. That's why. Yeah, and that was tough the way it was sitting. So He's left Semipro funny, but again, this is where you got to be able to handle funny. I think Semipro will dig in and draw this and come off the end rail and maybe go between the rail and the 10 ball. The only problem is you got to come way up. Oh, he's able to hold it. That's even better. You gonna get a break? No, he's not. So he's got a pretty easy safe to put him on the 9. He could play the 2-way, bank the 4, and try to put it over there behind the 9.
Well, I think he's going for it.
He could cut it. The thing about this is it's a little indeterminate where the cue ball's going.
That was a good shot.
Beautiful shot. So he dragged that back short of the 6 with a little right English. Very nice shot. That's a high gear shot, that one there. That's you don't see too many guys playing those shots.
Well, I'm giving him this. He's going to be breaking to square the match.
Yeah, I mean,
right. What's the bets now? We're going all the way. It's getting shorter and shorter as far as the betting goes.
Well, Semi-Pro's got the mo right now. He's got the momentum and he's got the mojo. I mean, he's got all the mo's.
Well, he needs a break that works.
He needs a break that works. I mean, everything's going his way right now. He just needs to continue that. And break and dry is not going to continue.
Well, the one ball's gone safe.
Well, yeah, but you don't want to break dry. So now it gives Slim a chance to play a safety. He's going to bank this, and this is really not as hard a bank as you think. If you've played enough banks, this is actually a pretty easy shot where this is sitting. I expect him to make this.
Yeah.
Remember when I used to say this is an easy shot on a shot like that, and Cobra would be like, "No, it's not. No, it's not."
Cobra started.
Remember those days?
Nails. I'm surprised you've got any nails to bite, Cobra. I think you'd have chewed them down to the quick the other night there.
Yeah, after the match against Bill, I'm surprised there's any nails left too.
Maybe he was just chewing the one nail that night and he still got some left.
This is no gimme here, and he hits it beautifully. Yeah, very nice speed, very good touch. I think he'll go forward and come straight back across. Well, no, he's got the frickin' 7 ball now. Oh, he may jack this up. If it's either that or play the 7, or he plays safe on the 4 ball. So if you're going to play safe on the 4 ball, you still have to come back.
This is not a
you still have to come back across. So I think he's going to play safe here.
Yeah, just kill it stone dead and bump it down to the 8,
yeah,
10.
Well, you want to make sure you get on the 6. Then the speed's not so relevant. If you don't get on the 6, the speed becomes relevant. So I like that play because, I mean, he's not taking a chance of missing the combo or making it and not having a shot on the 4. I mean, this is a much better play.
Well, we've had good matches the last few days, including the one this afternoon, or early this morning, sorry.
He's not going to get safe. So you can spin this up past the 6 ball, draw with a whole crap load of left English. You could at least run into the 6.
Yeah, I would say that. The worst you could do is run into the 6. I mean, that is bound to have a shot in the 5.
Yeah. I mean, this shot's like golden. I mean, this shot comes up all the time in full. It's not a hard shot.
Yeah, there you go. But watch what he's doing with the 6, though. He's still okay.
He's fine.
Well, maybe not quite as simple as it looks because you've not got a pocket there for that 7. It's half a pocket.
I think he just needs a lot of left English on this 5 and bring it back and shoot the 6 in the same. I would not be putting top on it. See, I I don't like the way he shot that because you can get more spin just going to the center of the cue ball. You know, as soon as you put top spin on it and English, you just put less English than you could have on it.
Right, so
Do you guys realize that you can put more English on the cue ball by not putting top on it? I hope everybody realizes that.
Now, what does he do here? Is he just going to... See, this is just a wee bit fiddly. Being close to the rail.
Yeah.
I mean, he can roll straight through. He can roll straight through.
He's just going to roll through, and he could shoot the 9 on the side if he wants. He can go either 9 in the side or 9 in the corner, but he's got to roll through either way.
You know, he's not gonna follow this in. He's got a tiny angle there where
he's fine.
Away.
I'd probably shoot the 9 on the side myself.
Yeah, he's going
high enough. That's what he's trying to do.
Yeah.
He came up a little short on it though, but I mean, now he's got to go around the table, which is, you know, it's okay.
Well, this is a crucial shot because, you know, this is not always a guaranteed certainty you're going to be getting the pace right here. You could fall below that 9, above it, not above the 10, sorry. Now it needs to have legs. This is bedhead territory, big time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not good, but it's not terrible. I mean, this is a shot that, as a pool player, it comes up a lot. You know, this is a shot you should make. All you have to do is make it.
Big shot to get to the hill.
He's playing a bank shot.
He's nailed it. He's nailed it.
It's in.
Well, here we are. Semipro. It's out with his own hands at the moment. Slim breaking for the match.
Yeah, he's sitting on his hands.
Oh, that 2 ball looked in the pocket and bailed out. The 1 ball's thinking about it, and the 3 balls kicked it away.
Well, he's got a pretty easy shot here. I think you need to put a little draw on this to make this. I think it's going to skid too much. See that? It skidded too much. He needed to put a little draw on that cue ball to get it to come off the rail a little more. These rails are pretty slippery at low angles.
He's got to back cut this to the short rail and try and run, but is the 3 ball getting in his way?
He needs no, he can get past the 3. He needs to try to use the 9 ball.
Yeah, see the commentator's eye again, Steve. Commentator's eye again.
That's because he hit the 1 ball too thick. See where the 1 ball went? The 1 ball isn't supposed to go flying across the other side of the table. Well,
I thought he was hitting
this is tough.
Well, I was looking to see, I forgot the 5 ball was there, but that 7 ball's going to the rail too soon, I think, you know, to try and play a combo, but that was only if the 5 ball wasn't there.
And that was well done there. So this isn't a particularly hard kick. You want to go 2 rails into that 2 ball and send it towards the 7 and maybe get him on the 4.
He
hit it hard.
He could have tried to kick that coming past the 6 and kicking up and down and calling it into the corner.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have been great in the 3, but at least he would have been in control of the table. Now he's giving it up. And this is
nice shot. You know, he should run out here.
Yeah, he should be out. That 7 ball looks a bit tight. That 7 ball looks very tight.
Yeah,
that 7 ball is frozen.
You just got to get good on it because the 8's in a spot where if you can get straight on the 7. So I mean, as a player, you know that. I mean, you should be very straight in on the 7.
Yeah, that is, you know, if you're cutting that 7 with any sort of angle, you've got to be then worried.
He's going to come between the 9 and the side pocket, and he should be very straight on this. I mean, he could go around the outside. I don't think he will. He goes to the far side. Better run. This is the
there.
That's just inexcusable because.
Well, that's it. He's thrown it away.
If you're going to shoot it the way he shot it, where you were going to go on that side of the 9, you at least got to be thinking, I got to roll this all the way to the rail, and if it bounces off the rail a little, okay. I mean, to leave it that short, I thought he'd hit that with left English and come to the other side of the 9 ball.
Well, he's given the match up there with that, rather than having a go at trying to hit it. You never know what can happen.
Like I said, it's tough to be semi-pro right now. I've been there. I've been through this in real life where I just couldn't seem to get it done, and it's very, very frustrating.
Well, he had the he had the early lead. Slim just all he can do is just plod along and hope things come good eventually. Get back into the match, and that's what's happened.
Yeah, well, I mean, Semipro let him back in the match, but Slim has he has hung in there and played pretty good. Got to give him credit. Slim has played pretty good. In this
I mean,
match.
he's a good enough player to be beating anybody on the day. And everybody that's still left in the tournament knows that. Everybody's well aware of that.
So when I was going through this kind of stuff, and I'd get pissed off like Semipro during the match, and I'd be frustrated. And one of my friends that was a champion says to me, you're distracting yourself. And I'm like, what? He says, you're distracting yourself. You're not letting yourself play because you're so worried about how you're playing or the mistakes you're making. He says, you got to let all that go because you're distracting yourself. That was the best thing anybody ever told me. I've told that to Semipro, but I don't think he heard it.
Right, so we're waiting on this update, and Slim has gone through, and he now knows that he's going to be playing. Well, the interesting thing is, Slim actually might get very lucky here. He might end up getting a bye. Because if it turns out that Mr. Fox is bailed out and gone, he's going to go to the one loss side.
I'm going to put Boulabog through right now because Fox, Fox. Let me see. Did Paul send it? Let me see if Paul actually sent a.
Well, he said last night he was going to do it because we told him to do it.
Well, I told him before to do it. If he didn't do it, then I'm not putting him through.
Well, I told him again last night.
I told him to do it a while ago. Let's see.
We'll have a look at the stats in a wee minute, guys, and then we'll have a reminder of the schedule because we've got some very good matches on the same day on Tuesday, and I'll be there for them.
So, let's see. Let me see if I can find.
But I'll show you them now while Steve's rummaging around. On Tuesday evening at 8:30 GMT, that'll be 3:30 Eastern. What is it, 11:30 Pacific or something? We've got Albinario Spectre on, and then later on in the evening we've got Stubb against Acero. Remember, that's my day off starting on Tuesday, so I'll be there for all of them.
Yeah, I'll be there for those. I guess Paul wants to take his chances with a coin flip. He has not sent a proposal to Fox. I told him to do it. It's like all he's doing is hurt himself. Send a proposal. If Fox doesn't want to play, fine, and you'll go through. And
why he hasn't done it, I can't fathom it out. I mean, when's the match? What's the deadline?
Well, because I think he feels funny about the whole situation. He may feel bad. He may feel, I don't know what he feels, but I'm sure it's some emotional reason instead of logic.
Right, he's only got what, 3 days left? That's the 28, 29, 30, 30. Well, he's got 3 days, see. It's February
Tyler,
1st.
Match just finished.
You want to get that sorted out. If anybody sees him later on tonight or whenever, tell him to get it done. Because
I'm not telling him anything else. I'm not your guy's mother. I mean, I let him know that what he needs to do. If he's not going to do it, I'm not going to bug him about it.
Semipro. One pocket. See if that'll find him. There we go. Let's have a look and see how things went. Brake stats. Oh, the brake stats. Well, Slim's wasn't great, but look at Semipro's.
Yeah, well, it's been like this forever. It's like I don't, he can figure out how to run 3147s, but he can't figure out how to break and 10 ball. He just wants to blame it on the rack. Whereas there's plenty of guys with great brake statistics in this thing.
Well, we know that, Cobra, but what's to stop him from doing what he's told? He knows that he should get a proposal in, and that way the system will work. If he gets a proposal in and it's ignored, like we think it's going to be, then he goes through. There's no
Fox said he wasn't playing, and he's gone, and nobody's seen him. So,
Right, so what was the percentage? About 50%. In fact, Semipro was 45, Slim was just on 50. There was 3 racks run for Slim, racks high run 1, and Semipro had 2. So stats weren't great, but the thing that let down Semipro all tournament's been the break. It just hasn't really worked great for him at all.
Well, you know, Semipro just made way too many mistakes that match, regardless of the break. I mean, he should have won that match even breaking like that. But, you know, obviously, if he would have stayed in the tournament, he was going to lose to one of the better players, you know, breaking that poorly. But go back to the stats and let's look at the break stats for the field.
Get rid of that.
I mean, Cobra went way up after last time being 90-something% against Bill. You know, that was an incredible stats.
Right, well, this is a bit misleading going by the numbers there because of, but let's do...
Do the break percentage. Do break percentage.
Where are we?
All the way to the right.
Yeah, see, 1 was still at the top, but obviously his is a bit false because he's no longer in the tournament. But the highest player there's Cobra.
Well, Cobra was 90-something% last match. So, I mean, but, you know, if you look at these, you need to be at least 60% in 10 ball.
Yeah.
If you're below that, then, you know, you're somewhat deficient. And if you're way below it, you're really deficient.
Well, if you pick out the guys that are still in the tournament, Cobra's top. And then just behind him is Cerro, who's obviously got the match against Stubb. And then further down, you've got to go further down before you find anybody else. There's Slim. He's down there at 63.
But, you know, like Larry's at 58, which is, you know, that's close to 60. I mean, that's not too bad. But, you know, you go down to where Semipro is, I don't think he's even at 50%.
Where is he? I can't find him. Oh, there he is.
You know, Vince is at 53. Yeah, he's just on 50. I mean, that's just not very good. Interchange X is on 50. Spectre Don's at 48. I mean, those numbers aren't going to get it done.
Well, again, and players that are still left in the tournament, runouts from the break, Cobra's got 9. Acero's got 8. Vince Cesar's got 7. Albanario's on 6. Slim's on 5. Spectre Don's on 4. And Spectre Don's average balls made 0.6. I mean, there's Albanari's at 0.8. Yeah, Albanari's 0.8. So there's room for improvement for a few of the players, certainly.
Yeah. Well,
Acero, look at Acero's. I mean, he's played less matches, obviously, less racks, but he's at 1.1.
2 things are important on the break. 1 is making a ball. The other is giving yourself a shot on a low ball. So, ideally, the best way to break is in a way that you make a ball and you play for position on the 1 ball. You know, it's somewhat predictable where the 1 ball is going to go. Is it going to go the same place every time? No, but it's somewhat predictable. So, it's not just a matter of practicing a break that makes balls, but you got to take it to the next step then and say, okay, how do I make balls and get a shot on the 1? Or if you're, you know, some games like 9 ball with the rack money, you know, at least in real life, guys are playing to make the 1 in the side pocket. So that makes it harder to get a shot on the 2 ball. But in 10 ball, you should be playing for a shot on the 1.
Well, Vince says is way up there in racks ran. He's at 18. Acero's at 16. So Acero's numbers are, you know, up there and amongst them.
I mean, Stubb could be in trouble this next match. He's assuming Stubb's assuming he's gonna win in a blowout, and I don't think that's gonna be the way it's going.
You look at Stubb. Has Stubb not did he not get a bye or a forfeit or something for somebody? Because again, he's played less racks, is he not? Because he's only in 5 racks run. Spectre Don's down there in 5 as well. So these are 2 guys who haven't won a big title in VP4. So
he got a bye, then he played Jose, then he played Tommy.
Yeah, right. Well,
so he's only played 2 matches.
Yeah, so that's a little bit false as well. But he's going to have he should have a big test against Acero. Acero's numbers suggest that he's going to be giving Stubb problems. So that's what we have to look forward to on Tuesday evening or Tuesday afternoon, depending where you are. Albinario Spectre Dawn is the big warm-up match to the Stubb Acero match. Now, I'm thinking that would be 2 hours, 2.25 hours for that match. So that might be 10:30, 11:15. It wouldn't be worth killing the stream at that point because the other match starts at 11 o'clock. So I might go get a coffee in between the matches. So hopefully you can join us. I'll be there for it. Looking forward to them.
I'll be there for those. I mean, those two both should be good matches. I mean, the thing about Stubb is he's a gamer. I mean, I think the Stubb Acero match is going to be pretty close.
Well, Stubb, he's going to be going for everything. And if Acero, see, the one thing Acero I think will always do is stick to his game. And if he does, and Stubb starts blasting at stuff and getting careless, then at this stage in the tournament, every player is a capable player of taking these opportunities when they're given them.
Oh,
The important thing is you have to do it, when the pressure's on. So good matches.
Acero's got a good game. There's no doubt about it. I mean,
well, and again, he's yet to really shine in one of these. I think we found that he's good at 3 cushion. He sorted out straight pull, but can he really go deep into this tournament? Well, he can start that by taking out Stubb and sending him to the one loss side.
Well, I mean, Acero won a world championship.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not like he's any kind of.
He's learnt how to win now.
I mean, Stubb hasn't won a world championship on VP4.
Yeah, but again, he's going to do it his way. It's going to be missiles and whatever, and I think the Japanese Navy will sink Stubb if Stubb keeps up the same usual stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, Acero is going to play pretty smart. But the one thing I did notice about Acero is I don't really think he understands how to play 10-ball that well. He made a lot of strategy mistakes on the match I watched before, so he's not guaranteed to walk away with this.
Well, I don't think he has. I'll be honest with you, Steve. I don't think Acero has to play out of his skin to beat Stubb. I think he just has to be sensible and mess Stubb about and take the opportunities if they're there. The most important thing he does is he takes things out and doesn't start just handing things back to Stubb. If he does that and does that for most of the match, he'll beat him because he's more than good enough to do it. If Stubb's going to try and win this for the matches that he's still got to play and win, then sooner or later his luck's going to run out and he's going to fall foul of his blast everything tactics. It works for him because your pot's good, but it won't work for him when you have to be clever.
On the other hand, though, I think if Stubb breaks well, because he does run out really good. I think Stubb's biggest problem in this thing is that he hasn't broken that well. He's at 57% right now, so it's 57 is okay. I mean, it's not bad, but it's not good.
Bear in mind he's only played the 2 matches, so again that's a little bit false. So he's got a chance to remedy that as well.
If he can break, mid-60s or higher, and he runs out well, he can win even if Acero plays, because that's the one thing. Stubb is going to run out tables that are open, where he's going to get in trouble, and this is why 10-ball doesn't suit him well, is when there's congestion, you need to play safe, and you can't run out. That's not the strength of the game.
Well, what about the other match, though? What about the wannabe champion, the guy that wins that many 9-ball Friday night tournaments? How's he going to handle Albinario?
He's definitely the underdog. I think Spectre Don's getting better. I think he's trying to play better safeties, and they have gotten better. They're not. He still doesn't play safe and move as good as Albin. Safeties, kicking. I mean, Albin's got a big advantage there. The other problem that that Spectre Don has is his brake has just been terrible. I mean, he's at 48%. Now, Albin's hasn't been great. He's up at 57%. Yeah. But, yeah, I think Spectre Don, he's kind of in a stub category here. He's going to need to get a lot of good tables. He's going to need to brake better. He's going to need to run out a lot because he's going to lose the moving game with Albin.
Yeah.
But he can win. I mean, you know, Albin doesn't always play great. And, I mean, he's definitely got
he can
a chance
definitely
to
beat
win.
Albie. I mean, that's it. But the thing is, you know, race to 17. And I just still think Albinario's just got too much going on upstairs.
Well, Spectre Don is a lot like Stubb in the sense that he's a lot better 9-ball player than 10-ball player because 10-ball requires you to play safe more and play more strategy, and that's his weak point, just like Stubb. So those guys are kind of in the same camp. I'm not saying they play the same sort of game, but they have the same weaknesses.
He's got. I mean, he's good at dealing with. I mean, he generally has been pretty impressive with awkward tables. Watching him in Friday Night 9-ball, where he's got to get to a tight spot. You know, he can use that to his advantage.
No, he moves the cue ball very well. So, I mean, he's a lot more precise with the cue ball than Stubb is. There's no doubt about it. He can run out. So, but that's what I'm saying. He needs to break well, and he needs to get good tables, and he needs to run out a lot. Because if he gets in the moving game, if he has a lot of racks where they're shoving balls around, like this match we just watched, there was a lot of safety play between those two.
Yeah,
Spectre Don's at a huge disadvantage there.
That's where he's got to come up with productive safeties. You know, because Albinario might turn them inside out if it gets to that sort of game. So that's what makes it all interesting, whether Spectre Don's going to sort of move up a notch and come to the party, or whether he's just going to succumb to Albinario's superior. Well, the experience, Albinario's been there, so I mean, he knows how to win.
Well, if the tournament history is any indication, it's going to be another hill match because that's all we're seeing.
Well,
I mean, it just seems like every time.
It's really been stepping up in terms of the way these matches have gone. So if they do these matches go hill, all the better for me because I love them. It's great watching.
Bedhead says Stubb pretty good kicker. Yeah, Stubb kicks better.
Well, Stubb's always good without a jump cue. You know, that's where he's. You know, he does kick. I mean, fair enough, he'll kick and blast, and he might get a roll here and then he doesn't get a roll, but he is good at hitting. He might not play them particularly great, but he certainly kicks better than a lot of players. Whether Acero's going to be putting him into that situation often enough, we don't know. So I would like to see that. I would like to see Acero getting clever. Rather than trying to, I mean, I think if Acero tries to beat him at a potting game, then he'll lose. I think he's got to mess Stubb about. Obviously, take your chances when they're there, but you know you've then got to know when to wind it in, and try and frustrate Stubb that way. So it's all in the melting pot. We're giving them the build up. Let's hope they live up to what we hope they do, judging by the last few matches. So I'm off for a coffee. It's 9 o'clock, so it's not quite my bedtime yet. But if you get anything, have you made any progress yet, Steve? Is that sort of stalled at the moment with these fixes that we're doing? Or
Yesterday I was busy, so I'll try to work on it tonight.
Right. Well, you can give us an update whenever. Right, guys, I'm calling it quits.
Yep. Good night, guys.
Thanks for Steve's company. Thanks for everybody else watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Well done to Slim. Unlucky again to Semi-Pro, but them's the breaks. It's tough to win these titles. Might be Slim's year, you never know. If he keeps up a good standard, he's good to, you know, nobody wants to meet anybody now in the tournament because they're all good enough on the day. So,
yeah, there's not too many gimme matches anymore.
Right, we'll see you again soon. Hopefully Tuesday evening. Make a date. I'll be there. Steve will be there. So we'll bid you good night and see you again soon. Take care, folks.
No bar, no pinball machines, no bowling alleys, just pool. Nothing else.
We don't make mistakes here. We just have happy accidents.
Good night, ladies.